Generic opener, how badly did you guys need a win tonight?
Yeah, we really needed it. Don't want to say we would have been out of it if we had lost, but we'd be scratching and clawing for the rest of the year. We still really are, but it was good to get a win. Great to see our defense step up like that. They've taken some heat the last couple weeks, but they played awesome today.
Can we start with the hit that you took and then you going in the blue medical tent to get examined, then you came back in? Did you, when you got hit like that, did you think something was really wrong, or was it just more precautionary?
No, they just came and told me that they needed to evaluate me for concussion. It's news to me. I felt fine. I just had the wind knocked out of me a little bit.
What'd you see on the touchdown run?
They blocked it great. That's been one of our go-to runs all year. Chase hit it quick like he always does, and was able to break it. So that was good to see. Oh, mine? I forgot about that. I just saw an opening, saw it was man coverage, and was able to squeak through there and find the end zone.
You spoke about just how big this offseason was for you physically. You feel like plays like that show what you were working toward?
Yeah, I think so. I think, I was able to extend and make some plays with my legs today. Needed it because I wasn't playing up to my standard every other way, but we were able to find a way to win.
Zac said you called 2 plays on your touchdown run. I guess there were 2 pass plays called. And you just said you just saw it right away. I guess, right? You just read the coverage and knew you could get there. Yeah, that's something we do a lot on third down, really throughout the game. Just depending on the look, call one of the 2 plays. That's coaching. That's not me.
What was it up to your standard?
Missed some throws I normally make. I felt like I let the pressure get to me a little bit. I was able to settle down there in the second half and kind of find a rhythm. But the first half, I didn't feel like I was in rhythm at all. I felt like I was getting happy feet in the pocket. Just didn't feel like anything was going our way. So we'll watch the tape and see where I could have improved and been better. I know I could have been. So that's disappointing, but it was nice to see our defense step up and get us this win today.
How challenging is that defensive front?
Yeah, they lead the league in sacks. They're the real deal, and they didn't even have one of their guys today. They got good games. They got good players. They make it tough on us. And their secondary were sticky in coverage all day. That's good defense.
Games, 3rd and 12. You find Andre your spot for not the dagger, but pretty close to the dagger.
Yeah, great job by him. He's great in scramble drill. He has been since he's got here. And yeah, it was a big play in the game. Was able to escape left and find him. So that was a big play by Andre.
I know you first and foremost just care about winning, but can you put your finger on, other than your performance, why offensively? I mean, for the last couple of weeks, you guys have been rolling on all cylinders. Can you put your finger on what kind of slowed you guys up today?
We got to give credit to them. That's a good defense. That's a good front, and they pressured us all day. We just weren't able to. We got behind the sticks some early in the game. We had some manageable third downs that we didn't convert on in the first half. And if you don't do that, you're going to limit your opportunities to go and make plays. We weren't good enough on third down. I put us behind the sticks on some where I could have thrown the ball away or found a quicker completion. So I'll watch the tape and see. Those are the initial thoughts, but there'll be more.
How's it work in a game like this, Joe, to be patient and not force things, and knowing that you're not in a rhythm, you just kind of have to play the game out and not worry about putting up huge numbers?
Yeah, fortunately we were able to lean on the defense today. It was great to see them step up like that. They needed that one. We needed that one. But going forward, I know I'm going to have to be better. I know we're going to have to be better on offense.
So do you feel like in some ways this team is still trying to find that killer instinct that this team has always had really the last couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, we're 2-4, so we're finding that every week. We're trying to find ourselves, trying to find wins. We found one today. That's great. But we know we have to be better going forward.
Was it the longest touchdown run you've ever had?
I think I probably had a 70 or 80 yarder in elementary school.
What grade from?
We ran a lot of QB sneak. And back then, they couldn't stop that. I took it for like 70 or 80 sometimes. That was like 4th, 5th, 6th grade, somewhere around there.
Does it remind you at all of the, I guess, the one previously had was the one against Georgia? That one you did not score on?
I got caught on that one. I don't remember who caught me. It was number 3 that caught me. Didn't get caught on that one. That was good.
Did you, when you saw the safety screaming over, were you just held back, felt like whatever you were going to do to get that power on? What was going through your mind when that safety was kind of closing in?
I knew he wasn't going to catch me. So I knew I was going to be able to get in there. So that was a good play. One of my few good plays on the day.
I'm pretty honest.
The throw to Yoshi, that was pure scramble, bro?
Yeah, that was a great job by him. His route on that was really just to clear it out for Jamar coming in underneath him. And he read out of it quick and was able to find some open space. That was great by him.
You've been pretty honest about your assessment of the team after each game. So how do you, as the leader of the team, what's your message going to be, knowing that obviously you won, so you want to celebrate the win, but there was a lot of things that you said that you guys wanted to clean up, and how do you avoid the letdown of being able to just start stacking wins?
Yeah, it was great to see our defense step up today. That was exciting to see. We got healthier up front. You could see that really affected the pass rush, and they were getting a lot of pressure on the day. I think our DBs were sticky in coverage all day. Mike Hilton makes some big plays, big tackles, blitzing and in coverage. So that was great to get him back. And we know what we're capable of on offense. We've proven it all year. This was not one of those nights, but you're going to have some of those nights. That's, it's tough to go out every single week and put up 30. It's, there's a lot of good defenses, a lot of good coaches, and a lot of good players on the other side of the ball. So that's what we expect out of ourselves, but, it's probably not going to be like that every week. And so just like every week, we're going to go watch the tape, come back to practice on Wednesday and get better.
Joe, after a slow start to the year, there was something to be said about getting this kind of win in a standalone Sunday night game like that in front of a lot of people have been criticizing you, obviously. So.
Yeah, it was a big win for us. We needed it, and it was great to have the defense step up in that spot, have them build some confidence, and continue to build on that momentum.
I think you can name a lot of people on that defense that really stepped up. Three turnovers on downs, the turnover, and just a lot of big plays, and they got some, and that's kind of how their offense operates. They got a good, efficient operation. I think their quarterback does a really good job, but our defense stepped up at the right times and held into, 7 points, I think it was? Yeah.
The last couple of weeks, what did you see from the defense throughout the week leading up to this game?
What I see every single day I'm around them. Just a resilient group that goes about it the right way, believes in each other, believes in what we're doing. And that's what I expect to see from those guys. And so this was a great way on Sunday Night Football in front of the world for them to show who they are, because that's what we see every day, and that's the belief that we have in them.
It's the first time those 4 tackles, the guys who've been projected, the defensive tackles, they seem to mean something, right?
Yeah, and you just see everyone behind them step up as well, and I thought they did a great job getting pressure on the quarterback. And so, again, really proud of the way that the defense played, the players, the coaches, the way that they fought all week and put on a performance like this was special.
You always talk about corners needing short memories. How important was it to see DJ respond to some mistakes with maybe the biggest play of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I saw him show up a lot. He's contesting balls, and so, again, really proud of the way DJ and all those guys played.
What kept you from probably getting an offensive rhythm that you would have liked?
A lot of different things. I mean, a little bit of everything. You're right. We felt like we had a lot of get back on second 10 pluses. At strange times, it felt like they did a good job up front. I mean, they bring pressure. They can win some one-on-ones. They've really invested in that front, and it shows. They did a good job on the back end, just mixing it up. And, the third quarter just felt like a strange quarter. We had, 2 relatively efficient plays and then a fumble. So I don't think we got the ball back till 4 minutes left in the quarter. And so it just, the second half felt a little strange, but I thought we did a good job responding the right way and getting down there and unfortunately kicking a field goal from the 11 and then scoring a touchdown there at the end.
What did you see on the check from Joe on the touchdown, on the 47-yard touchdown? What time you checked at the line? What was the...
Well, no. I mean, we called 2 plays, and then he took off and run once he saw the coverage. So great awareness by him to see how they were playing us, in their double-double look. They were trying to take away, our 2 receivers over there, and he just did a good job pulling the ball down, finding the run lane, and finishing. That was pretty impressive.
Was that more instincts, or was that the call? Or
That's instincts by him. It was a pass play, and he just can see that kind of they've overloaded that side over there with the coverage, and he found a good rush lane once the rushers kind of took off and used his feet to do the rest.
How much you addressed finishing the right way, you get the touchdown to kind of put it away tonight, something you guys haven't been able to get.
Yeah.
Is there a difference there or something tonight?
It's a great point because, our defense kept us in it. Our offense was a little sloppy at times tonight. But there in the fourth quarter when he needed it, everyone just stepped up. And everyone did their job. Everybody finished. I thought special teams put us in some really good positions with some of those punts. And then defensively, obviously, getting the ball back and offense finishing with the touchdown. So no better way to do it. Start building on that, and hopefully we can string some wins together.
Did you see how close the fumble was to being recovered, or do you choose not to look at that replay?
At that point in the game, they told me the ball was ours, and that was just getting the next call ready was the most important thing.
Concerning, you don't say anything, the guys know not to fumble, but that moment, what's your response to seeing that fumble at that moment?
Yeah, the number one thing we have to do in 4-minute mode is ball security, and so that's, certainly he doesn't want to do that, and he's done a great job of that, and we'll correct it and move on.
You obviously know how tough Joe is, but when you see Joe take a hit, go to the ground, then go to the tent, what is going through your
mind? He took some hits in that game, and they did a really nice job. You got to give them a lot of credit because they made it difficult for us. We didn't get in a great rhythm, and so again they affected us back there, and credit to them. But it's you don't want to see him go down and have to go in the tent because that was a big hit.
Given that hit, then on the next third down, he makes that throw to Yoshi.
Yeah.
In the wake of getting drilled, I had to say something.
Yeah, that's the payoff. There's sometimes we're extending plays and it doesn't go our way, and there's other times where he hit the big one to Jamar. Our first drive of the third quarter, that essentially put us in scoring range. I know how it worked out. And then at the end of the game, hitting that one to Yoshi was huge as well. So that's it's not always going to be perfect, but more times than not, he steps up and makes those big plays when he's kind of moving around there in the pocket.
When you're playing a front like that, how important is it for Joe to be able to extend the play for another half second?
It is, and it's on me to do a good job of keeping them off balanced, and so I don't feel like as a play caller I was ever in a great rhythm to keep them off balanced, and our guys did a good job there in the second half, I thought, taking control of the game.
So much of what BJ does doesn't show up in the stat sheet. Just how excited are you for him personally to have the kind of stats on a night like tonight?
Yeah, really excited. I know how important it is when a guy plays for a team and they come back here, and DJ stepped up. And some of the play, he doesn't get the credit for the production because he creates production for other guys, and vice versa. And so it was good to see the hit he got on the quarterback where the ball popped up in the air, and Jermaine was able to come down with it. So again, happy to have all those guys back.
Rico had a big bounce-back game today. How good do you feel for him?
Yeah, he's done a great job. He's punted really well for us, done a good job flipping the field, getting them inside the 15, 10-yard line, and obviously they did a great job with the operation today on the field goals and PATs.
We saw that Jermaine Burton wasn't active today. What kind of led to him being down today?
Absolutely nothing to read into that. That was just a week-to-week decision we made based on some other things that could potentially happen with some of the game plan stuff, but he's done a great job. He keeps approaching it the right way. We've got a lot of confidence growing in him, and so that's just a this week thing, and we'll continue to make those decisions as we go, but there's nothing to read into there.
The run game didn't give you much until the end. You kind of hung with it, right? You hung up, and I guess that's part of it, right?
Yeah, you get stuck with it. The last touchdown call was a great adjustment by Frank. It wasn't a play that we carried that week. We briefed it with the guys right before that drive that it may come up in the drive, and so again, it's a play that we have repped 100 times, in training camp and over the course of the season, but I thought it was a really good adjustment there by Frank, and the players handled it the right way, and it hit them right at the right time.
Something that wasn't in the plan this
It wasn't in this plan this week. We've run it a lot this season, so the players knew how to handle it, but it was a good adjustment there by Frank.